Hi everyone. There was once a Jew that came from Israel to New York. He landed at Kennedy Airport. He was able to speak English, very basically, understood what was going on, and he got his luggage and came out looking for a cab to take him where he needed to go. He goes to the cab that he sees, and the cab driver gives him some, astronomical price for where he was trying to go. So he says to the cab driver, he says, "Listen, it's too much." So the cab driver lowered the price a few dollars. So the guy says, "Listen, it's still a very expensive ride. I think you can lower it even more." The guy says, "Sure." So he goes down a few dollars, but still very expensive. So he keeps on negotiating with the guy. All of a sudden, this cab driver cursed him out and hit the gas and ran for it. And the guy was kind of shocked. He didn't know what's going on. And he says, "Okay, time to look for the next cab." Turns around, tries to get his stuff. He sees there's nothing there. His luggage is gone. And then he realizes everything was stolen. He couldn't believe it. He was so upset. He sees some other Jewish guy walking by, and he tells him the whole story and how much pain he's in. He says, "Oh my gosh, you fell for the oldest trick in the book. They bring you some guy to drive you crazy, and he's not really going to be taking you anywhere. And he's just there as a distraction. Meanwhile, behind your back, they're stealing your stuff. And you turn around, there's nothing there. Unfortunately, the oldest trick in the book. You fell for it." In this week's Parashat, the Torah tells us, "Ushmartem et hamatzot." You shall safeguard the matzahs in order to make sure that they don't become chametz, that they don't become leaven. Rashi brings down one opinion of Rabbi Yoshia, who says that Al tihi koreh ushmartem et hamatzot. Don't read it as ushmartem, you shall safeguard the matzot, the matzahs, but rather ushmartem et hamitzvot. You shall safeguard the mitzvot, the Torah commandments, that you don't let them become chametz, meaning don't miss it. Don't miss those opportunities of mitzvot. Al tachmitzena, don't miss them. Says Rashi, sometimes we can have mitzvot at our doorstep and we could just miss them. Let me just give you an example. A person is in the middle of Birkat HaMazon. He's praying to Hashem. And all of a sudden, the same kind of distraction just creeps up. It's his work, or it's the insult that somebody said to him, or something else that's on his mind, maybe some kind of comment from somebody, or his relationship with his relatives, or his spouse, or whatever it may be. And it creeps up at him in the middle of Birkat HaMazon. And before he knows it, he's towards the end of Birkat HaMazon. He lost the whole thing. He's going on autopilot with zero focus, zero kavanah. Says Rashi, don't miss the mitzvot. You're in the middle of doing the mitzvah. It's so important, so special, so precious. Don't miss out on that mitzvah. Stay focused on it. Say goodbye to all those foreign thoughts. Say goodbye to anything that's distracting you from doing those mitzvot, and make sure you don't fall for the oldest trick in the book. Be'ezrat Hashem, we should all have the zechut to be mekayem ushmartem et hamatzot and ushmartem et hamitzvot, and never miss the opportunity. Never let it become chametz. Never let us have one mitzvah that we don't do properly. We should all have the zechut. Shabbat shalom.